Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With Kirk, though.
Welcome to the show. Let's get this party started.
I'm out.
Hopefully, y'all had a great day today.
I'm out.
It wouldn't be allegedly because he was charged.
Welcome to Speak. I'm out. Welcome to Speak. I'm out.
But those must be some good wings.
I'm out. Who You With Kirk, dog.
Welcome to Speak On It, Kirk Dog. I'm M. Kirk Dog. What's going on? It's Thursday night. Y'all know what time it is. Want to welcome everyone on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. D Live is always in the house, and no matter which platform you are on, you can always live chat with us. Tonight, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Dyshea Hall from the hit TV show Dance. We're going to talk about that tonight, and also Crysta Abelseth. Okay, Miss Risky laughing at me in the background. I know, but we're gonna talk about that too. Then also, Miss Risky, we're gonna start off with a easy moment first, but we're gonna hit on those. So, ladies and gentlemen, for she can stop laughing at me in the background, we're gonna just go ahead and bring Miss Risky in. What's going on, Miss Risky?
I was fine until you butchered that hit TV show Dance. It's like,
Well, couldn't remember the name.
I mean, they do dance, but it's Bring It.
Yeah, that one too. But I did not watch the show because
Well, yeah, but you can read.
I didn't even have the story pulled up. I wasn't looking at the story. I'm like,
Clearly.
I'm like, what's the name of that damn show?
I was like in the background,
But
Dance.
I didn't want to be up there telling I just said,
You know what you sounded like just now? Remember back? Okay, I'm dating myself. Hollywood Shuffle.
Oh Lord.
Sneaking in the movie scene, and they were like, you know, you can't take your girl to a movie. You can't pronounce I'm a duck. I'm a duck. If you haven't seen that movie, it's classic. It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I've seen it in the past.
Well, no, it's the other people.
Oh, okay.
I watched it recently. It's still hilarious. It's stupid, but it's hilarious.
I might have to check it out again. It's been years. I think I was in my early 20s, 30s. No, I had been in my 20s last time I seen it, so it's been a while. So I'm gonna have to check it out.
Because when did it come out? Like in the
I don't know,
late 80s, early 90s?
No,
this had to be 90s.
Yeah, I think it was in the 90s.
Yeah, because like in Living Color, all them were out, and pretty much everybody that was in the
87
was in there. 80 what?
87. 87. Yeah, 87.
I was like 10. I mean, I don't know math that well, but you know.
No, you was about 10.
80, so yeah,
was about
I'm
10.
3 years older. So yeah, I was about 10.
Yeah, you're about 10.
Look at that. Look at me doing math.
March 20th, 87. So, oh Lord, I was what, 15? Damn, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. Still holds up though. It's pretty hilarious.
I'm gonna have to watch it. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm gonna have to definitely watch it. How was your week this week?
Slow. Trying to get my creative juices flowing, you know. Trying to find some boxes for the sample cards that we did. My trivia game. Trying to market that. The dude that did the Martin cards, he, you know, disappeared on us. I don't know what happened. So we're trying to get that out. So
he didn't get the license for it.
Huh?
He didn't get the license to do the Martin cards.
No, no, the cards are out. He's the one that did the cards.
Okay.
And he was trying to call us up to, I guess, bring us on or check us out. Because we need to sell it,
Yeah.
we need, printers, because, and then right now we're kind of in a holding pattern because we're trying to trademark, the name and the label, in the picture. And apparently they're backlogged because everybody's shorthanded, and it went from like 1 to 2 months to about 6 months. So we're kind of at a standstill. So doing that, it's a lot of things I'm trying to do, and still trying to sell my script, trying to find an agent. It's just like I don't know how these other people are doing it.
Hmm. Well, hey, sound like you have a lot on your plate. Um, Man, this have been a eventful week for me. Started off with of course, my birthday was Monday, and thank you for your gift. I already put it
Yeah,
to use, so
I'm sure you did at that nasty place. I felt like I was betraying my phone when I was placing that order.
well, I appreciate it.
But he likes it.
But definitely, it was a interesting week. Started off, my wife actually did a surprise party for me on Sunday. I had no idea, and she actually she told me about it Sunday morning. She was like, "Well, I'm sure you know I'm having a party for you today." I'm like, "No, I didn't." And she said, "I went through your phone and called some folks," and I'm like, who did you call? Because I need to know if I like these folks or not. You can't just call random folks in my phone because some folks I just don't deal with. So um
Yeah,
but she
some people
called
are left, best left in the office.
exactly. Now she did call a couple of coworkers. I didn't know who she called, but um had a couple to show up, and thank God they were the ones I like. Uh, and it was a couple that she called. I found that Monday at work that they had received the call. I said, "Well, you lucky, because I want to call you," but they wasn't able to make it no way. But it was actually pretty nice. She had a caterer to come out, and she did it soul food, which I'm trying to eat right, eat better. But that chicken show was good. She fried some chicken here and had some greens, macaroni and cheese, and corn. I was like, Lord, everybody talking about I don't even eat fried chicken like this, but it sure is good. I said, yeah, pass the hot sauce. Um, so that was good. That was very exciting. She pulled it off. Um, so, and I appreciate everyone that came out. I did. Um, Sent a message to everyone thanking them for coming out and their gifts. I really appreciate it. My crew is the best crew, so you know who you are. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Love y'all. So, you ready to get this week started with the
Get my
madness?
random crazy story out the way.
But before we do that, if you are joining us, we are live tonight. You can live chat with us in the chat room. You can also, whatever platform you're on, please take the time, like, share, subscribe, and click the notification for you can get notified every time we come live. So, Miss Risky have a very important announcement.
Well, it's
Uh,
not an
what?
important
Well, well,
announcement.
well,
It's an interesting story.
well. It's
It's going
interesting.
to have a nice message at the end.
It's interesting, but it's a very important announcement. Things you should not do. So it's very important. But come on
So
with
I
it.
don't know if you guys have been on social media. There's been a story going around about this Indian lady getting killed by an elephant. So I mean, it's a crazy story. So basically, um, This took place, I'm not even sure what day this happened. On, I think the 13th, around the 13th of this month. An elephant trampled to death an elderly woman in India's eastern state of Odisha. And I guess what, and then returned to trample her corpse on the pyre. So I guess during the funeral, that's what they do. They put her on the pyre. The incident took place in Raipal village in Mayurbhanj district. I'm butchering that because, American, we're retarded. On Saturday morning, and she was 70 years old. Her name was Maya Marmu. She was fetching water from a tube well. The wild animal is believed to have strayed from the Delima Wildlife Sanctuary about 2,000 or 200 kilometers from the village. Um, Marmu was rushed to the hospital by local people, but they, couldn't recover from her injuries. So, they gather for her funeral in the evening. So that same day, the animal suddenly appeared and charged at the pyre and trampled her corpse. And, you know, the story, more and more details are coming out because, some people believe in reincarnation. My mind was like, who did she piss off in her past life that a random elephant not only killed her at a watering hole, but then trampled her at her funeral? And word on the street is, allegedly, the elephant didn't just knock her over and stomp on her. Oh, no, 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 no. It took her and swung her around, dropped her, and then trampled her. Like that animal was mad. And so again, I found out some news today, and allegedly what had happened was
What had happened
uh
was
she helped some poachers poach her babies.
the elephant baby.
And to get, her away from the baby, she was the one throwing rocks at the mama elephant. So this mama elephant, remember, elephants have long memories. And I don't know when this took place, that she did this, but that elephant left the sanctuary where it was, tracked her down, and I guess they have a good sense of smell because I during my research, they were saying, oh, the elephant could have smelled her and da da da. I don't know anything about animals. I don't know, but it has a long nose. I'm sure it smelled her out. Um, but yeah, sought her out, avenged her children and herself, and then didn't want her to have a moment's rest, even in the afterlife, and slung her around. So yeah, and it didn't touch anyone else, but it went through and did some damage. But it got to her and then left. Like, all right, my job is done. Like, just went on. I mean, it's not funny, but
It's
it's kind
funny.
of funny.
It's funny.
It's
Um,
like to have an animal just go buck wild, and of all things, an elephant. And usually in places like that, they kind of, you know, they're kumbaya with the animals and cows and all that stuff. But yeah, she, I don't want to say she had it coming, but
she had it coming.
yeah.
She got what she deserved. It's a rough way to go.
So
Now,
yeah.
now, when you was talking about how far can an elephant smell, at least 12 miles. So 12 miles, and that elephant came for her.
Mhm.
And the thing is, it's a lesson in this, and the lesson is don't do wrong. You stole this elephant babies, and then turned around and threw rocks at her, and she came for you. She brought it. So
She brought the thunder and the lightning.
I
Put on a show afterwards and then walked off like a pimp. Like,
and they
He
told
probably had his little nose up in the air like JJ Walker, like
then only uh, kill her, but also because wherever her scent was, they destroyed it. They destroyed her home, her
yeah, her
neighbor's
like belly
home.
something. Hmm.
So wherever she went, they
Yeah,
all
because it was looking
fucked it.
for her. It was looking for her,
And
and
I
it
I seen
sniffed
the
her.
pictures and the videos where they had all these elephants just kind of like they were standing guard. Like, come on, remember when the five heartbeats ran out on stage and they stood guard, making sure nobody was coming? That's how the old elephant was standing. Like, hey, that
What scene was that?
that was the one when Duck went out there and threw the dude off the piano.
Oh, yeah, but they didn't have guards.
They stood guard while he was playing. Then they pulled a tie off, and Eddie Kane went out there and tore
well,
it up.
then the church, yeah, and then the church boy came out later.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That's a good movie.
It is.
And so another one by Robert Townsend.
Yeah,
Maybe
like they
do
were
a
all
history.
talented back then. Temptations, Five Heartbeats,
Yeah,
uh, I'm gonna get you sucker, all that because it was like a close knit family. Like they took care of each other. Like they had a project, they help each other out. Somebody else had a project, they help each other out.
exactly.
Be
And so
available.
we need more of that. But um, hopefully, what was her name again?
Maya,
Maya.
Murmu.
Hopefully, hopefully she learned that lesson.
Yeah,
She won't
in her
try that
next life,
again.
she had to get some act right.
She won't try that again. She be telling folks, "Don't do that.
Don't
Don't
throw
do
them
it.
rocks.
Don't do it. Y'all save the animals." Um, but yeah, so that's interesting because I remember when you sent the story to me, but my week been kind of crazy and I didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
go over it. So
But it's like such a random story. It's like, wait, is this for real? And then you find out, yeah, that's a real story. Because I found out about it on, I think, Facebook first, and I think I sent it to you, and then more and more details came out on TikTok.
mm, no,
That's how
that's
I found out the backstory. But like I said, allegedly that happened. That's why it attacked her. Because elephants don't just attack for no reason.
sure don't.
Like they just live in their little compound and hang out with their tribe, and they don't mind. They mind their own business. They'll let you touch them every once in a while. But you abuse them in any kind of way, they will come for you. Just like the orca whale, they will remember.
Exactly. Um, as we shift gears a little bit, I know the last 3 weeks we've been talking about the shooting going on in America. Um, and we had one here in Texas this week, um, in Duncanville, Texas. Um, it was stopped real quick. It didn't last, I guess, a couple of minutes, and luckily no one was injured. Welcome to the show, T Cal. Say, hey y'all, happy Thursday. I thought it said Tuesday. I don't want to go
Please don't
back.
take us back to Tuesday.
I don't want to go back to Tuesday. So, welcome to the show, T Cal. Thank you for always supporting. So this shooting actually happened in Duncanville, Texas, and we're finding out more information about the story. Um, the suspect is named Brandon Keith Need, 42, uh, of Dallas, and basically it was a children day camp going on at Duncanville High School field house. Apparently, um, he went to the field house with someone, and it took him so long to come out. So he goes in. He got upset with the person working up front, fired one shot. Um, then he went further into the building, allegedly went further into the building, fired another shot, but no one was injured by those shots. Now, kind of find out, I'd seen the interview with his wife and family, um, It was either last night or this morning. I probably seen them both times. But um, kind of find out he have some mental illness. His wife did say probably every 3 years he have a mental breakdown. Um, he's a convicted felon and should not have had access to the weapon. Um, and with that being said, she did say she had it locked up in a safe away from him, and he did not know where the key was, but apparently he found the key. And Duncanville police, um, when the call went out, they was there within 2 minutes, and within minutes it was over. They did shoot and kill him. Um, that's why we need to make sure um, gun control. I know this is nothing that anyone could have prevented because he did have his wife said he's bipolar. So, with that being said, and every 3 years you go through an episode. So, that's
But it
why I
also
said,
said in a story that even though there were no children harmed at this camp, they did say that he shot in a classroom with
yes,
children.
with children in it. Uh, what's going on? Weedy Jean Wright. Welcome to the show. Been a while since I seen your name pop up, but welcome back. We are live. Um, so he did fire a shot in the classroom with kids. Luckily, no one was injured. And uh, shout out to Duncanville police for doing the right thing and solving this issue real quick before anyone got injured. Um, which is always a good thing to um, be alert, be alert, because they did compare Duncanville to Uvada. I was watching some show this morning, and they was like, seemed like Uvada should have did the same thing instead of waiting an hour before they went in. So, um, so that's what we have to look at. We have to take these things serious and react quickly. Um, and then also, um, I've been seeing reports that the race between Greg Abbott and Beto is getting very close. Beto is gaining speed. I've also seen a video where Greg Abbott's supporter said they cannot vote for him based upon these gun laws that he made. They cannot support him. So we need to send a message to Greg Abbott and anyone that's running for office. We need to send a message to them to let them know we're not going to take this anymore. Y'all need to make laws for the people, not for your own benefits. So, but um, but unfortunately, Brandon did lose his life. So, um, with speaking about gun violence, uh, Miss Risky also brought to my attention about someone else. Uh, Weedy James said them cowards in Uvada was scared. You go in that school. Yes, they definitely should have ran in. Okay, not only that, I've seen this interview where a mother they try to keep her out of the school. She ran in and got her two kids and
Well,
brought
she
them.
got her kids and I guess the kids' friends. So she
So
grabbed a few.
So it's no reason why armed policemen should not be able to go in. And then on
Especially
top,
with armor. They had armor. Like, you have armor. Go in. Save the kids.
exactly,
If maybe a couple of them got shot or injured or whatever, not a whole classroom. Like, that was unnecessary.
exactly. And then on top of that, instead of making stories up, trying to pretend like uh, make yourself out of a hero, basically what they did, because at first we heard so many different stories about officer ran in, didn't wait for backup or anything like that, and come to find out it was all lies. So it's a whole bunch of lies. And then they said that the police chief didn't have his radio, why he didn't respond. Well, you knew you have a mass shooting going on. You should have been on the scene. Why y'all quietly swear him in for the school board or city council? The police chief in Uvada. Um, no, city council, I believe. He was sworn in as a city councilman quietly in the midst of all of this. Mm. That's why you need a vote. They should have did a recall on him. T-Cal said, sad to hear that he died, but the police did the right thing. You're absolutely right. And let me point out, because some people might think a lot of time we talk about these mass shootings. Luckily, this wasn't a mass shooting, but he did go into a school camp and shot. Yes, it was a black man. Just for nobody won't think. We
Yeah,
don't
we do that too.
identify
We do
folks.
stuff like that too.
Yes, it was a black man, and the police did the right thing. And unfortunately, that family is having to suffer the aftermath. But it's either them or the kids. And at that point,
Protect the
gotta
kids.
go, gotta go. Um, Weedy James had a whole hour. Yes, a whole hour. A whole hour. Him
And
went
then
on
before that, he walked 15 minutes to the school with weapons.
that
Like,
they
I'm still stuck on that part. Like, none of this shouldn't have happened
no.
at that moment. Like, the fact that he was able to walk away from an accident with weapons, that, I mean, come on.
Well, most city protocol is, if it's any type of incident by a school, they put the schools on lockdown. It doesn't make a difference what it is. If it's an incident, they put them on lockdown immediately. They don't
Well,
wait.
I mean, is that all schools or is it just like city? Because they were kind of out there, because they didn't
It
even have
shouldn't
like,
matter, because it was fired. It was shot. It was a call about shots fired near the school. So because of that,
oh yeah,
it
they
should have
should have
been on
been.
lockdown.
Yeah.
So that's why I say y'all don't get it twisted, because Greg Abbott, he's trying to play his way to get back in office, but we need to roll him up out of there. Let him know it's time to go. Gotta go, gotta go. Um, and T Cal said yes, it was the city council that police chief was sworn into secretly in the middle of all of this. And because I want to say the last funeral have taken place, um, you're gonna stop hearing about Uvada. It's gonna be, give it a week. You probably won't hear nothing else about it till the anniversary. That'll be the next time you probably hear about it. So, um, Weedy Jean Wright said violence had no race, creed, color, religion. You're right. Uh, you're right about that. But unfortunately, a lot of mass shooting we talk about is from non-color folks.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
we don't hear about too many of us that's doing that. So
But we're starting to catch up. I mean, mental illness is no joke.
it's wrong regardless of who it is.
Yeah.
And it should be the same results for all of them, and not the ones that don't look like me going to Burger King, McDonald's, and all of this, and being treated with respect after they just shot up all these folks. It should be the same treatment. Um,
Oh, so again on TikTok, because I'm living on TikTok now. Uh, so there were some videos. This one, there's a black man who was saying that they should hire like a few white ladies at these schools, because anything that looks suspicious, they're going to question. Like, there'll be nobody walking up in that school if they're not authorized. There'll be, because that's what they do to us. Like, oh, do you belong here? Do you know anybody here? It
hey,
don't matter if you have a suit and tie or Timberlands and a hoodie. Like they're like if you have dark skin or just don't look like you fit in that surrounding, they're gonna ask questions and they're gonna be on the phone. Hey, did
Do
you
you know them?
authorize this?
Do you know
Do
them?
you know him? There's somebody suspicious at this school.
And it's kind of funny because I just seen a video this morning on Instagram where this young brother was driving through a neighborhood, driving a Benz, I believe, and a couple of neighbors decided to stop his car and did damage to his car, all because they felt like he had no reason for being in that neighborhood. But they was arrested. Yeah, I forgot the charges, but I'm sure it was a flap on the wrist because it was in Florida. So I'm sure it wasn't much. Radio said apparently cops do not have the constitutional duty to protect people under the law. It's only certain folks. Um, and I just hate that the way those cops responded to that. Because put it like this, if I'm if I was a police officer and it's kids in this building with a gunman, I'm not finna wait an hour.
No,
My duty is to protect and serve. So if
exactly.
it mean losing my life to save those kids, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
But they had armor. Like
And there
there's
was many of
no
them.
excuse. They had armor. The perpetrator didn't have armor. Go up in there, get, maybe take a few rounds in your armor and take them out and save the kids. That's
Exactly.
why we need to do this. I don't know if you can see it.
Okay, I
That's what
see.
we need to do. We need to, that's why he needs to go. Just roll down. That's the best part. So, anybody who was raised in the 80s, that's from Mac and Me. It was like a follow up to E.T., and it's the dumbest movie ever, but is entertaining. Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna have to save this scene right here. I'm gonna save this so I don't have to search for it.
So you're gonna do a TikTok with that?
No,
Saying
I'm not gonna
saying
do a TikTok, but
well,
I'm gonna download it.
saying that um this is how we're gonna do Greg Abbott when he lose the election.
Be like, you roll out, and then have like,
Had a
yeah, mom,
had a song
roll out,
roll out.
roll out.
Now
Like,
we're not making fun of no one handicapped, so don't think
no,
that.
it's just him. He just happened to be in a chair.
Be a politician.
I'm an
That's
equal
all it is.
opportunity offender.
Um, yeah, but
My hair's looking like a poodle or something. I don't know what's going on.
not a poodle.
I don't know. It's looking like something. I don't know what's going on.
It must be almost time
Looking
to get
like
it
the
done.
clown from It.
Not from it. Not from
Yeah,
it.
that weird little Ronald McDonald flip. I don't know what's going on with my hair. See, I even talk about myself, so
But it.
Yeah, I mean that was my reference point. I don't know. I know it didn't look like the dude from It because his was slicked back right. I mean, I don't remember what his hair looked like. Now I gotta
Um,
Google it. Pennywise.
so, boy, y'all ain't. I lost track of mine. Okay, the teacher had the door propped open allegedly. That's what they saying, but that story keep changing too.
See, that's the same flip.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to start doing you like I do everybody else when they when they be typing in a comment, not to look up at the stream, but then I see that. Yeah, I can see that. You need a small piece
I
right
need a
there,
little piece right
just
there.
standing up like FF.
Maybe I'll do that next week. I just have like the little bump in the front.
But yeah, I've heard that the door was propped. I said the store. The door was propped open, And now they're investigating that to kind of see what's what. And they don't know what's what. Hell, it could have been somebody in there to let him in. They
Right.
don't
I
know.
mean, again, the fact that he could walk 15 minutes to the school after being in an accident with two assault rifles and back, like,
There's something wrong with that
I
picture.
got questions, like, and it starts there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even at the school asking I need to know what had happened right here. You let him walk off, and he walked 15 minutes to that school. He wasn't stopped at any point during this time. He was just like, la, 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 got my AKs. Oh, here's the elementary school.
Let me go in there. Well, he already said he was going to shoot up an elementary school online. He said
I thought
that.
it was his school that he was
No,
going to
he said he
plan on,
was
and then
going to
he
shoot up
just
a.
like got in an accident, and then oh, here's the elementary school because it was
No,
closer.
he said he was going to shoot up an elementary school after he shot his grandmother.
Oh, okay.
See, it's a lot of people don't take stuff serious. When someone says something, you need to believe them. That's the best thing you can do is believe what they're telling you
Especially
because
when it's a threat. Believe those threats. Like in a relationship, they were like, nobody. If I can't help you, nobody will. Take those
take
threats
yours
seriously. Don't be like,
exactly.
oh, he loved me so much. He said he would kill me if I live. That ain't
And,
cute.
and then you're gonna
You're gonna
have
be on a
Jason
Lifetime
show up.
channel.
Have Jason show up. Ski, 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 ski.
Yeah.
No,
And we'll
don't
be
do it.
watching your
Need to
your
take it
friends talk
serious.
about you. Well, I told her to get out.
She didn't want to listen. That D was good.
you know,
Yeah.
like was it uh, caught on film or caught on like video?
Oh,
Whatever oxygen shows are.
Fatal Attraction
Yeah, all
and
those.
yeah,
For
first
my
48.
man.
Exactly. Um, so take any type of threat serious because people have mental illness and it's bad.
It's
Now,
gotten worse.
Radio did ask the question, didn't Abbott take a picture shaking some members of the Proud Boy hands? And I had the opportunity to pull it up. And yes, that is a fact. He did take pictures with him. Um, I'm gonna send it to your Twitter because that's what the picture is on, and then you can show it. Um, hold on, let me find your. Oh, here. Oop, wrong person. Hold on. Uh,
It was
okay, I just sent it to you, and you can show it up on
wait,
the screen.
which profile?
Latanya.
I got two or three of everything.
Yeah, this is that
Oh,
is
he
true.
looks like such a nice young man. Mm,
Hmm. Yeah, Proud Boy.
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's who
what I.
we have as governor. The one on the right. Uh, yeah, that's who we have as a governor. The one that we getting ready to uh, roll him out. As I told him when I tweeted him last month, you're about to lose your job, and then you
You
being
know about? Did you do
investigated
the little
all.
twerk?
No,
Mm,
I just
mm,
tweeted
twerk.
it out. I wish I could have had the little person on the twerking on the video when I tweeted it to him. Be like, you about to lose your job. So yeah, but that's we need to get rid of them, and it's gonna take all of us. It's gonna take every last one of us because some people feel like local election is not important. Yes, it's really important, very important. So we need to all do our part. Don't think your neighbor gonna be able to do it without you. We all need to do it. So get out and vote. If you're not registered to vote, you still have time to get registered. Every time I renew my license, like I did a couple of weeks ago, um, I re-register to vote. Make sure I'm registered. So definitely get out and let your voice be heard. Um, Weedy Jane Wright said, should the people that knew he was violent and planning the shooting be arrested for not reporting it? Well, we asked the question a couple of weeks ago about how was he able to buy these guns? He purchased the guns at 18, and
And
unfortunately,
those were high dollar
yeah,
items
yeah,
with no job.
he posted online that, oh, I just purchased these weapons. So where you get the money from? I'm just asking for myself because I want to know. We know Kyle Rittenhouse used this stimulus check. He said that himself. So where did this guy get the money from? Was that his allowance? That
I mean, I can't see him getting that much. Like he would have been saving up since kindergarten.
well,
Like I got a job, but I can't. I'm like, how much? And then, and ammo. Because what was that? Because I
do
think
you
did
have
I see you that
layaway?
video where he like broke down the cost of like the guns and um
No, I
the
didn't. You didn't send me that one.
okay because it was he was from the military and he was like this gun was this much and he had this many and then the rounds that he had for this gun was this many. It was a lot of money. It was a lot.
Ammo is kind of at the beginning of the pandemic. It went up high. They kind of dropped a little bit. It's kind of like, do you want to go to the gun range right now? Because ammo is high. Be like,
But and then those were specialized rounds or something. Like those are expensive. Those custom like once you start getting out of the basic range, where he get this money from? And he had backup. Like
yeah. See what happens. Some people give their kids everything they want without asking question. And unfortunately, this may be the situation. Hell, he probably stole his parents' credit card or something.
I mean, they
Or
didn't look like they were the type of people. I mean, come on, it's like a border town. Like
they, I don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't.
saying, I don't know.
Yeah,
In this situation, but
but
it sounds suspicious.
to answer the question, Weedy Jean, um, they could be charged if they find a connection where they actually knew he was going to get it and go from there. And they help him purchase those weapons. But right now, I haven't heard anything about it. That I think his mom spoke about it, but she was all into a boyfriend or something, or something like that. I don't know. I guess the D was good. Um,
Uh,
say what? Never mind. So radio said also the Proud Boys have 7 members on the Republican National Committee in Florida. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. And any lawmaker at this point refused to do anything about the laws, the gun laws, should not be in office because they are part of the problem. Um, I'm sorry, but they need to lose their job as well. But it's going to take people to wake up and realize that these people don't have your best interest. The one of the videos I seen earlier about the young lady was saying that she cannot support Greg Abbott anymore. She voted for him, but she refused to support him because of his gun laws, because she have kids and her kids is asking her about these school shootings. So how can you look your kids in the face or any family member in the face that is concerned about school shooting and you supporting somebody who make it easier to purchase the weapons? So We as a people need to send them a message. People don't realize we have so much power in our hands that we can get any laws we want made, but it's going to take us to stand together and vote these leaders out because they don't care. They feel like they can win it with whoever support them, but it's going to take us as people to come on one accord and say, you know what, this is not right. But everybody want to do certain things to make themselves feel good, to fatten up their pockets, and unfortunately, a lot of them don't are they live in a lot of them don't even work. Be honest with you, hell, they on welfare and everything else, and a lot of it is by choice. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with people on welfare, but when you comfortable with it, you
See, and
able
I have
to
a problem with that too, because you have generations of people that's their job just to live on the system. There should be a
exactly,
cap because we need people working. You know what I mean? Like they've pretty much made it a job. Like I don't even understand how they can do that for generations and generations. Like
exactly,
yeah, it's like maybe 2, 3 years max, maybe, and depending on the economy and the situation, like you gotta prove that you're going out there, but after that, you on your own, you know. I don't know. Like, we need a better system. Period, all the way around.
exactly, and Miss Weedy, I hope I don't have to put you on that list. I can't read your comments in the middle of things either. Because for some reason, I heard the way she probably asked him that. So she said, I bet that's what his grandmother was asking when he shot her in the face. What you doing with them guns in my house? And for some reason, I heard it.
Yeah,
It seemed like I could hear her voice saying exactly how it sounded. I'm like, okay. But the thing is, people got to know what's going on in their house. Stop relying TV, um, social media, and video games um, to raise their kids. You need to spend time with your kids.
and you
You
need
need
to
to
know
know
what they're doing.
need to
Be
know
all
what
in their
they're
business.
doing all the time. I was talking with a friend a while back, and they told me, they said, "Look, um, I took my son doors off his room. They said they belong to me. This is my house. I can do what I want to do with my house. If you're gonna disrespect me, I'm taking your doors off, and you better get your life together." See, we don't hear that old saying like they used to say back in the old days. I brought you in this world,
Mhm.
and I take you out. And back then, they didn't, in a sense, they meant it, but you weren't finna disrespect the old school mama back in the days.
Mm-mm.
When you wake up
Been
three
working
days,
all day and you do this?
exactly, you wake up 3 days later, be like, what happened? Oh, you just went to sleep.
Your plates on the stove.
It been there for 3 days. We wasn't sure you was gonna pull through or not, but we did save your plate.
Yeah, you
But don't
always got
try that
food
no
waiting
more.
on you.
Don't try that no more. You may not wake up next time. So, um, yeah, but definitely, um, for some reason, that last part of that comment, every time I look at it, I want to say it, kind of like her. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, Miss Risky said, "Don't do it." She said, "Don't do it." Okay, because I was finna try it, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I
Uh,
mean, especially considering their, Latin background. I don't think you can do an old Spanish grandmother.
well, my
I mean, you
wife,
know what? Now I'm curious. Do it.
my wife tell me all the time, be talking about why do your Spanish, Jamaican, and all of it sound the same? I'd be like, you gotta listen to the twang in it. Gotta
My
listen to
friends always said my Spanish and stuff sounded Russian. I was like, well, it's an accent.
the.
It's the wrong one,
Let me
but
see. I can't even do it now. I was gonna try it. I can't even do it. I laugh. Um, Weedy Jean said assault weapons should be banned except for military. I don't see no purpose in them. To be honest with you, you
Not
can't hunt with them.
exactly. You can't do nothing in it. Like if you that scared in life, in your suburban home, then you just need better security. Like, because an assault weapon is not going to help you out in the situation, especially if
Exactly.
somebody is crazier than you are and they charge you.
And 9 times out of 10, uh, you're probably not gonna grab the assault weapon first. You're gonna grab the first thing close to you
Exactly. Like if they break into your home and you sleeping, your assault rifle is in the
in the
closet somewhere.
closet.
You done. Like it's pointless.
Well,
Keep you a nice little handgun on your nightstand under your pillow. You be all right.
no, okay. Next to your next to your taser.
Yep.
Hmm,
Yeah, that reminds me. I need to get a new one for my coffee table.
I got you. When your birthday,
Uh,
January, February. No, January,
February. My
February.
birthday?
Yeah, I got you. I'll put it on layaway and get it out for you in time. Hey, that's
Am
some
I getting a taser where it's like this with the prongs or is it a stun gun?
no, this is not gun.
If you gotta do layaway scans, they like $10 to $20. Hey, dog, do I need to put some on your cash app? Is that what you trying to tell me?
Hey, there you go. Weedy James said so they charged the black man for selling a weapon to Arab who shot up a church, but the person who sold this guy all of his weapon and 600 rounds of bullet is not going to be charged. Somebody definitely need to whoever sold the gun to him, they definitely need to be charged. I believe after it happened, I think they said they was investigating the person that he purchased it from because he did it online. Um, and matter of fact, I don't know if you heard about this story that happened here locally, Miss Risky. It was a young lady last year in Arlington that was killed, but kind of find out the weapon was purchased from this guy that bought over 100 guns and illegally sold them to different people. So that was kind of strange. Um, uh, so that was kind of strange on that part. But yeah, eventually the person who sold it, if it wasn't done properly, they probably will be charged. Um, what she should be. Now, I personally would not sell a gun to an individual, especially something that my name is on. I wouldn't do it. So, but people do a lot of things to make money.
Hmm.
If you're gonna sell a weapon, you should take it to a dealership and sell it to them. Even pawn shops have to do it the right way. But
Yeah, but the people usually selling them guns they ain't really on the up and up either.
well, true.
Let's be honest about that. So they ain't going to a legitimate place because too many questions.
Exactly. Um, so yeah, I'm sure that whoever did the gun sold him the guns because I think he purchased two assault rifles and a handgun too, right? Um,
It was something.
oh he oh I thought he bought it online. She said he bought it legally from a gun store. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, because it was legit. But like that's what I'm saying. It's like it was a lot of money
well,
involved in these weapons.
but think about it like this: down in Uvalde, that's probably the norm for them. You have you basically down on the border, so
Yeah,
that's
but his what was it? His grandfather or his father? He couldn't have weapons in the house. He was like a felon.
mm,
So, and the fact that they didn't know the grandson had these assault rifles, like everybody should have been in trouble. Like, there's no way. Like, I don't know where they live in. I don't know if it's, they share rooms or it's small houses. You know what goes in and out of that house. And if you don't, you ain't doing something right. Like, there's no way they didn't see him coming and going with these guns.
Exactly. Somebody should have
Somebody
seen
saw.
something.
And it's like 5 million in the house. I'm just saying. All right, it's not 5 million, but it's supposed.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah.
Come on, border town. You ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, someone seen something, and it will eventually come out. And the boyfriend says something about him, and has said something about him. They never. I don't think the boyfriend ever. His family never met him. So the mother was more in tune with the boyfriend. I guess the good D. She was more in tune with him than she was with her own son, because she was leaving the son at home with the grandmother, and the son doing what he wanted to do. So he like, forget it. And one of his friends, how they said, oh, they try to cover it up, said had been bullied in school and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. And one of his friends said, no, that ain't true.
Mm-hmm. Call like, and call BS. And of course, if he's being bullied, why are you going after little teeny tots, little tenderoni, little like? Come on, they didn't do anything to you. You so
Nah,
big and bad. Oh, I'm getting back. Yeah, elementary school kids. Bye bye
somebody who can't fight back.
at all.
Um,
Leave.
so uh Radio said Miss Risky would look good with a Desert Eagle and a shoulder holster.
Go ahead, make my day. Does that instill fear?
only problem is with that Radio, I think she have lost so much weight. She carried that thing one time, she gonna be like, I don't want this no more.
Now I still have a
Yeah.
stable base. Thick thighs save
Yeah,
a
but
lot. Now the upper arm strength, that's I'll
well,
probably give myself a black
he
eye.
said a shoulder holster.
Yeah,
So
but
it will
when I
go
shoot the
around your
gun, I'm not
shoulder.
shooting it from the holster.
Yeah, but you walking around with that thing, you're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
I'll get
why?
followed real
You're like,
quick.
why my shoulder hurting?
Like, well, I'm pretty strong. I can carry
You
it. Yeah, I
you
probably just
walking
won't be able to handle it.
walking around 30 pounds on you, it's gonna be hard. Um, yeah, he bought. Weedy Jane said he bought illegal. Oh, we said that one. No, my bad. I'm getting lost on the comment. It was 2 days after his 18th birthday. I feel like this. Um,
I don't think any teenager should be able to buy a weapon.
I definitely don't. I
Like,
don't.
you can't buy alcohol. You shouldn't be able to buy firearms. Like,
If
let's
you
say you
can't go
start.
rent a car, you definitely shouldn't be buying one. But some people, like I said, maybe that's what they're accustomed to. 18-year-olds in a small town coming down there buying guns, because Uganda, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say they deal with a lot of produce down there. Um,
Well, it's a farming. It's a border town. They probably farm and do all the things, and you need your shotguns and rifles, but you don't need an
need
assault.
no assault rifle.
Leave that to the border security officers because
And
they're the ones that's supposed to be protecting the borders and drug lords and all trying to keep them at bay. Not some 18-year-old boy living with his all his cousins and tias and all them's. I'm just saying. It's a
that's all.
scientific fact, Kurt Dog. I don't know why you're smiling.
You're right. You're right. I'm just say that you're right. um, but yeah, it yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm just saying. I've never been in a home
I
with
keep
Latin origins, and that wasn't the case.
I keep want to try this the comment Rudy James said.
The what?
The comment she said. Um, let me see. So you keep saying no.
No, you go right ahead. I'll just look at this dog, in the shelter, getting the best treatment ever.
Um, okay, so let me see. Um, what was his name again?
And like, ¿qué te pasa?
What are you? What are
¿Qué
you doing
onda?
with? What are you doing with?
That's all the Spanish I know.
What you doing with them guns in my house?
¿Qué
What's
te
going?
ve? ¿Qué?
What's really going on?
I don't know. That
Why?
sounds kind of racist. What we're doing. We may want to stop. As I heard the horrible accent, I was like, we need to abort mission, abort.
Trust me,
We get canceled before we even get anywhere.
we're not racist. Uh, I
Like
almost
you
said.
saying, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Okay, let's go on. People will buy landmines. And, oh, yeah, they would. Matter of
Wait,
fact,
didn't that happen here in the States? Somebody booby trapped their home?
oh, you talking about the guy with the package on on TikTok? One of his
No,
neighbors kept stealing his pack.
no. Like he literally set up landmines in his yard, um, or
Uh,
something, and he ended up getting blown up. Like he tripped his own.
he forgot where he put him.
Yeah, it was something random. Hold on, let me Google something right quick. You go on. I'm gonna look up.
Now I know the guy on TikTok. His neighbor kept stealing his package, and he put some
Yeah, but
explosive.
but it was like little, but that was like confetti and stuff like that, and turds.
I don't know. The dude had to
Like
check
they
his
weren't like
drawers.
deadly. They weren't deathly explosives. Like they exploded like powder and just stuff. And he got the reactions on film to teach him a lesson. But no, this
Exactly.
dude, hold on. Google, stop changing my word died with does. I know what I'm trying to spell.
Yeah, Google may be tripping sometimes. T-Cal said, "I hate that I missed so much of the show due to Rackley. What a terrible." Uh, well, you can always go back, listen to the replay, watch the replay. We just doing what we do on a Thursday night, chilling with Miss Risky and Kurt Dog in the house. Um, and she said, "Yes, please do." I assume she talking about my accent. Um, yeah,
I mean, both of us, we started to go down a slippery slope.
yeah. If we offend anyone, we apologize. It's definitely not that. Um, I'm gonna blame Weedy Jean on that. Yeah, but no, but it's we're giving out information if we can make people aware of it, and this is really um it's a sad situation that we're in because I don't know about y'all, but for me to watch the news, um, it's like depression. It cause you to
Or
be depressed. You
on
find
the
it?
Well, yeah, it wasn't like bombs. He shot himself because he had booby traps. He shot it. He got shot by his own booby trap. It was a man in Maine, and this
Mm,
was a few years ago. He rigged it to protect his residents, and because I guess he kept getting people kept stealing or coming up on his property. But yeah, he ended up tripping one of his devices and got shot and had to call 911. And I think even they say the quote, "I blew my arm off."
mm. Right?
So yeah, it was something, but I could have sworn there was something with a bomb, but I don't know.
This day and time,
Really?
this day and time, you'd never know what people are thinking or what they would try to do, and for what reason. If you weren't doing stuff illegally, allegedly illegally, you wouldn't have to do all that. and that's jacked up. Is he? So his only blew his arm off, so he survived.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing he did survive. Um, but we started this off talking about Dyshea Hall. Uh, that we haven't talked about. Oh no, we haven't talked about it
No,
yet.
I think we brought her up, but we didn't go into the story.
Yeah, somebody asked the question and we just went
Start
on
talking
with
about
that.
other gun or other
Yeah.
shooting stories.
So you want to bring up Dyshea? Uh,
Sure.
um,
So,
since you
a
said I called the dancing.
16-year-old dancer on Lifetime's Bring It was shot and killed during an argument in a shopping center. And this took place in Georgia on Sunday night. Dyshea Hall, she was 16 years old, and she died in the shooting. And 17-year-old Javante Woods is in critical condition. Like I said before, Hall was a dance member on a team, Miss D's Dancing Dolls, which appeared on Lifetime's TV show Bring It. The Caleb County Police Department says two groups of people in two different cars got into an argument with each other. And during the altercation, the suspects in a white car began shooting at the other vehicle. Hall and Wood were both hit and taken to the hospital. Hall was pronounced deceased, while Wood is still battling for his life. Um, and they said that the authorities had released images of the two suspects who they believed were responsible for the fatal shooting. And this, let's see, investigators say family members of one of the victims were involved in a shooting outside of Grady Memorial Hospital the same night, but that the incidents are not connected.
Mm. And looking at the pictures of these two guys, they both look fairly young. Don't look like they old enough to purchase gun legally. Um, but that's a
And where
sad
there's a will,
situation.
there's a way.
Yeah, that's a sad situation. Matter of fact, here in Dallas, I think a couple of weeks ago, somewhere up here in the Metroplex, someone was trying to sell a gun illegally and was robbed and shot. And I want to say the person lost their life. So if you cannot go to a gun shop and purchase the gun, don't buy it illegally. Because if it's any bodies on that gun, um, and you bought it illegal, guess who just got caught with the smoking gun? And you could be charged for for that crime and whatever crime you was doing beforehand to get caught in the first place. So definitely, the best thing you could do is purchase a brand new gun and make sure you have all the paperwork correct. Because if something is on that gun, you the man. You the one to get caught. Um, I remember, and I said this before years ago, um, in my early 20s. Me and a friend went out one night, a coworker went out, and someone broke in his truck and they stole my gun. And um, I ended up getting it back. But when I got it back, the officers said, you would not be charged with the crime that took place at the time when we found the gun. Because immediately I reported the gun stolen as soon as I knew it was stolen. And about 2 weeks later, um, the detective called and said, because you did report it stolen, you won't be charged with the crime. I don't know what the crime was. He would not tell me, but I knew that uh, a police officer had just been shot. I don't know if that's was the crime or if someone else was shot with it. But what I did I got rid of the gun. I said, no, no, no. Um, I didn't want anything that had possibly had a body on it, even though it was purchased legally. And I didn't want to deal with that. So, but be careful. That's all I can tell you. Do it the right way, and and do it like that. But that's my microphone started tripping. Um, Unfortunately, the Shay. I don't know. I don't think they was part of the argument. I think it was just two people arguing in the parking lot, and shots was fired. Um, you didn't mention that her, and the other young man that was shot was part of it or anything, did you?
What?
Was she part of the argument, or it was just a random
It didn't
shooting?
specify.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming she was because it was the two cars, and they got into an altercation. So I'm assuming that, yeah, they probably were a part of the altercation because they were the targets.
Okay.
No, young kids, doing the most.
Yeah. Sometimes uh being the biggest person mean walking away from incidents. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't believe in walking away. They love to escalate it. And unfortunately, this is the results from it. Um, Praying for her family because I read more into that story. I believe her stepfather or somebody was killed in her family a couple of years ago to gun violence. Um, I had read one story, and it was going more into detail because the lady that used to run the dance studio, she had posted a message to the mother, and the mother had posted saying that no, not going through this again. And now she lost her daughter, and I think she lost her husband, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but either way, and that happened in Jacksonville, I believe, when her husband was killed. So either way, um, we as people need to be peaceful and try to get along with everybody. Um, but last but not least for the night, I have a question to throw out before we go into this. Um, I guess it's kind of a two-part question in a sense. Um, this young lady out of Louisiana was raped. I believe she was 16 at the time.
Mhm.
Was raped, and the person
32-year-old man.
32-year-old man, and the person that raped her found out she had a child. DNA proved it was his child. Now, the law in Louisiana at the time of her rape, even if it was consensual sex, it was still illegal because she was underage. Now, she said, according to what happened, was he was supposed to give her a ride home, took her to his house, and had sex with her on the couch. And people automatically thought it was her boyfriend, baby. And she just left it like that. She never said anything. So now, this rapist have filed for custody of the child and been granted custody of this child. Not only that, to add insult to injury, they making her pay child support. So you give someone that rape a 16-year-old girl and they 32, a
Well, they're
child.
in their 30s. I got the age wrong. She's currently 32 now,
Okay, she
but
32.
he was in his 30s when she was a young tenderoni.
Yeah, okay. but he turned around and raped her, conceived a child, and then you give this child to him. Now, first thing come to my mind is, first of all, he's a rapist. Don't try to sugarcoat it. He's a rapist because he knew she was underage. He didn't care. And to turn around and get custody of this 16-year-old child, that don't sit right with me. That don't sit
Well, the
right at
child
all.
isn't 16.
Yes, it is, because if she was pregnant when she was
No, no,
16,
no. You said to get custody of the 16-year-old child, or are you saying the 16-year-old's child? Because
no,
she
no.
wasn't 16 when he got custody of the child.
Uh, yeah, yeah. What I'm looking at saying that I'm gonna have to pull the story up. Said that
Because he found
uh
out about it, like, I want to say a few years after the fact.
they said this. Well, no, from what I'm reading right now, it's saying that Crysta Abelseth is the woman who says she was ordered to pay child support to the man who raped her and give him custody of her 16-year-old daughter.
Oh, she's 16 now. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, she was 16 when
Yeah,
she
because
got
she's
pregnant.
32 now.
She's
Because
32.
I was like, yeah, okay. Because I thought
And he was 30 years old and she was
because I thought
16.
he was like she was a young tenderun, like she was in early, like not
Well,
16, but
16
old.
plus
Like I
16 is
thought the kid was
32.
like a few years old, and then he started sneaking around and trying to get in the kid's life.
No, what happened from what I read, what happened is he found out he possibly had a child. So when he found out that she had a child, they did a DNA test. Now, I think what she did was filed
Because yeah,
she filed
2015,
the
she filed a
charge
complaint.
for rape,
Yeah,
filed rape charges against him. Now in this little small town in Louisiana, where's your homeboy at? You know, his homeboy from Louisiana. This small town in Louisiana, kind of find out he know the judge,
yeah, he know everybody.
and he even have the judge listed on his website as one of his clients. So for him, it's kind of like they doing everything ass backwards.
Yeah, because what did the dude do? Because he had a lot of people in his pockets.
Well, he's kind of
Because I know
doing
they
something with
said
uh
digital branding.
yeah, digital brand.
Gumbo Digital Branding is a web company in Ponchatoula, Barnes, or Ponchatoula. But the guy's name is John Barnes. But he knows everybody in that little town. And they really did that girl wrong.
And not
Because
only
one, like, first of all, like, before we even got to court, be like, listen here, as I'm doing the math, carry the one, she was 16 when this child was, delivered, when she had this baby. You are a grown ass man.
exactly,
Yeah, we need to handle this situation first.
exactly.
I don't care if the girl was promiscuous. I don't know. We don't. It doesn't matter. She's underage. She's underage, and
And
you're a grown man. It
and
don't look right.
and not only that, she filed the police report in 2015. In 2015, and they still saying it's being investigated.
Because she
It's
waited, or they're saying that, well,
no,
why
no,
didn't
no,
you
no,
report it
no, no,
after the fact?
no, because according to I believe the laws there, uh, I think you have a certain
30
length of
years after
time.
you turn 18.
Yeah, something like that, either 20 or 30. I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
But
well, that's what it says here. Yeah, 30.
oh,
Well,
30 years.
uh-huh.
So she did what she's supposed to do. She filed it
Yeah.
in the right amount of time. But
Yeah,
Louisiana
we need
got
a
some
better
funny
system
laws.
because this is a sexist world we live in. It's like really, like he literally just raped her again by taking her child.
Exactly. Because
And then I would be more concerned because it's a 16-year-old daughter. What are you doing with
exactly.
that little girl? Like, no, you don't need to
Exactly.
be around no little young 10-year-old
Don't need to be around no kids at all.
because if you did this to her, like people do crazy things with their own children. Like, no, dude.
And what she did, because she knew him and she accepted a ride home from him. And
Because
she
again, it's
said
a small town. Everybody know everybody.
instead of taking her home, he raped her on his couch. On his couch.
Yes, that was his payment for giving her a ride.
Exactly. Uh, yes, they are very conservative. Yes, they are. That's why Louisiana, um, yeah, they say that's an old Trump town.
And
Uh,
that, and that boggles my mind right there. As diverse and wackadoo as Louisiana is, like how can they be that conservative? Like they especially like it's a lot of colorful people over there, in certain parts, and people from different walks of life, Cajun, Creole, whatever, upper crest, lower. It's just a kaleidoscope of different people coming together, meshing together in this, beautiful state, and they're ass backwards.
yeah,
Like that boggles my mind.
and not only that, we talk about uh, the uh, the difference in the pay raise here in Texas. How our minimum wage is 7.25 in Louisiana. I don't know what their minimum wage is, but
Let
it's
me Google it.
yeah. Google it while I get my statement out. But I I know years ago I thought about moving to Louisiana, and what I was making here, I was making pretty decent money. But if I would have went to Louisiana doing the same type of job, I was gonna lose about $4 to $5 a pay. I said,
It's the
shit.
same as ours. It's
Oh, yeah.
7.25. Yeah, but remember, I want to say a few years ago they kind of bridged the gap between a lot of it. I mean, we're no match for California because they've been doing $10 and $12 for a minute, but the cost of living there is substantially higher.
Well, with Louisiana, that's kind of like what Marcella say. He's from Louisiana. He got to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make it.
Yeah.
So,
And we're going to be like that pretty soon because they keep building townhomes that are 500
oh
plus
Lord,
in poor areas. Where are the regular folks supposed to live? The poor and the, regular folks like me. Like, I can't afford that. Like, I got a job. I'm going to be homeless with a job. I'm gonna have to get my tummy tight and get a sugar daddy and be like, yeah, pops,
to be honest with you,
take your vitamins and spike it with some Benadryl.
you know what? I don't even think you need a tummy tuck because
No, I didn't
I,
say tummy tuck. I said just get it tighter.
I don't think you need to do that either.
Yeah,
Because
but I'm almost there. I'm gonna still be wearing my bikini on my vacation.
hey,
It's not so bloing bloingy anymore.
I'm about to pop my speedos on. So
Yeah, da dun
I'm telling you. Oh, next week I'm gonna be going live quite a bit next week. So y'all definitely need to tune in. Um, it's gonna be on and popping. Hey, speedos it is. But
Just looking at everybody's minimum wage.
who had the lowest? I know Texas is one
Who
of
has
them.
the lowest? Oh,
Yeah.
it ain't Texas. I saw a 625.
What the hell?
Let me see. 655 Puerto Rico, but I guess they don't count. Well, they count, but they.
Yeah.
But
Um,
everybody across the board is between 725, and then the highest I see is 1449, and that's Washington State.
Washington not too far either, because they just like California.
Yeah.
High. Um,
Massachusetts is 1425. Oh wait, there's a 16. District
California.
of the Columbia, so Washington D.C.
Okay.
Yep,
Well,
so that's it. Those are the highest ones, but everybody else is about the same, 725, 8 something.
the thing is about that radio, um, people, it's all about the money. They want to keep the rich rich and the poor poor.
Yeah, it ain't
That's
about
the
us.
It's not about us. If you don't have money, you don't mean a thing to them, because if
Yeah.
you don't have money, you can't support them.
Just like now, everything's inflated. There's no reason for it except to line their pockets. There's
I
no
got
reason.
robbed the other day.
Yeah, I'm about to get robbed tomorrow.
Oh, I got
I got a
robbed.
half a tank of gas, and I was like, well, I'll wait until Friday.
I paid $107.66 2 days ago to
I was
fill up
like,
my
we
tank.
raping us, and we ain't even getting dinner. We
I,
can't even
I didn't get
afford
a kiss or
ramen noodles.
nothing. I was about to
Listen, I'm still listen. We be at the pumps, $5.
shit. You going right across the street if you make it that far with $5. Uh,
No, like, but you know how much business I can get it. It don't take that long.
exactly. Oh Lord.
We
I,
at the
I
pump,
I forgot what you
shaking and
said.
baking.
Forgot what you said last week about uh, yeah, you know what you
Just
said
saying.
last week. Uh
Have my hair sand, burning some people. Like that
and
ain't
that hand
cool.
sanitizer do burn. I had cut, you know how you get a paper cut sometime?
Yeah.
And I was at work and I had put some hand sanitizer on. Boy, I thought I was on fire. That was burning.
Yeah, seal it up. You use either Vaseline or chapstick because the air is what makes it sting.
I don't think that's something you should not mention after the conversation you just said. You just
What?
had.
No, and you're
Talking about
innocent.
$5.
Yeah, but I ain't getting paper cuts from a hand job.
Okay.
Like
TK
if they
said
smell
hi.
that rough, then that's something. You see that coming, it's like that don't look right. Bye. You need to put some lotion on it or something. They coming up all crusty and cut your hands up.
Was that at Taco Meat?
Like I don't know. Well,
Uh,
I ain't trying to go that far up. Yeah, I don't like taco meat.
yeah. Radio said up here an entry level government job pays 23. I need to come up there.
Well, I need a second job. They doing remote.
Hey, I feel you. TK said I get robbed damn near every other day. But his gas is high.
I know, and I'm filling up my tank more because I don't want to get it past the halfway mark. Like usually a quarter, I top it off, but I've been letting like this week, I've been going in the office, to help out,
Oh, so I know
since
you
we're
spending a
short-handed.
lot of gas.
Yeah, so now I'm like, oh, I'll be seeing the pump. I think tomorrow I'm gonna not only get my gas, but I'm gonna get some lotto because the Mega Millions is like, what is it, 200 million? I just need a little bit. I don't need the whole thing.
Give me a
Everything
nice
else.
percentage. So let me ask you this. What is the first thing you would pay after you paid your taxes, your tithes, and all of that? What is the
Tithes,
first
no. Taxes, yeah.
what is the
Remember, I don't go
first
to
thing
church. I'm not one of them church ones.
what is the first thing you would do purchase for yourself? Because I know
A
you. I'm,
home.
I'm talking. Well, you're gonna be broke again, ain't you?
Well, what do you mean about
Yes,
broke with a get a house? I'm getting broke paying apartment fees that go up
exactly.
hundreds of dollars. I need a home, some that all I have to do is just pay taxes or HOA. I need, I don't need to worry about it going up, pay the house out outright. And I don't even want to like right because I wanted a townhouse. or a condo, but those like are
They
more
hot
than
too.
houses like now. And but if I win like a few million, yeah, I'll get a townhouse or a condo because I don't want to deal with any maintenance. Call them up, fix it. You know what I mean? And then I can retire and be good. That's it. I need a home.
Yeah. I think for myself, I will buy a nice piece of land, give me a house built, be like Fort Knox. Can't get in, can't get off.
Well, nobody
Yeah.
ever knows where I live, so it don't even matter.
And you know what? I'm gonna go find that elephant and bring that elephant on the land.
Yeah,
Make
but
sure
the elephant would have to be wronged by the person. Like they're just like, leave me alone.
you could train them. They have them in the circus all the time. You could
Yeah,
train
but
that
you
elephant.
gotta be careful of your training tactics because they'll turn on you. I've seen those
Um,
videos too.
yeah, I seen
They
those
ain't
too.
dealing with anything I can't take out with my body weight.
But yeah, I would buy
Mid-sized dog. Probably get a German Shepherd or a Husky, but Huskies are kind of stubborn, so it'll probably be a German Shepherd because they're good.
and they spoil too. Huskies are spoiled.
Yeah,
They
and
I'll
then
be
mine would
watching those
be.
videos. I know my wife probably
I
get
love
tired of it.
those.
I'll be
Those,
like, baby, look at this. She'd be
and they
like,
be
no.
talking back, and you can understand what they're saying.
The
They're very
husky,
smart.
yeah, the huskies and the monkey videos
Very smart.
get
But
me
yeah.
every time. How they say spend hours, and I'll be sitting up on my phone somewhere. Look at this, be laughing. Uh, then one of my partners, I send videos to him all the time. He'd be like, "Man, you and the damn monkeys." Um, but if you just not tuning in, we are live tonight. Unfortunately, you came in at the wrong time, but you can always watch the replay. And whatever platform you're on, please take the time to like, subscribe, and click the notification for when we go live. Definitely next week, you want to pay attention because I will be going live quite a bit next week. So you definitely want to click the notification and be a part of it because I'm gonna share a lot of information with y'all next week. So we're gonna have a good time next week. Um, starting Sunday. Starting Sunday, I will be going live quite a bit. No certain time. That's why it's important to click the notification. For as soon as I go live, you know I'm live, and you can get in on the fun too because I'm gonna be doing some stuff all next week. So Miss Risky, let the people know where they can find you at. Not over on that service station trying to get the gas money.
I don't know. I may need some donations, but I get paid tomorrow, so I'll be good for now. But you can find me online, RSKEE on TikTok. I'm trying to do more videos, so follow me there and give me some likes and stuff so I can get seen. Uh, Instagram, I live on Instagram. Twitter, I just share things on there every once in a while. And if you want to send me a message or send a story idea, send it to rskee@yahoo.com.
All right. For myself, next week we will be live next Thursday. Um, but I will be going live all week long. So yeah, I know it's a surprise. It's been a while since I've been live all week, but you definitely want to tune in to what I will be doing next week. If for some reason I'm unable to, I will send out a message. But other than that, you can find me on all social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. D Live is always in the house, and also TikTok. Um, how much do some stuff on TikTok next week also. So definitely take the time to whatever platform you want to watch it on, take the time to click the notifications, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be bringing y'all some good information next week, and then Thursday night we're gonna turn up, turn up. You're gonna have your cocktail.
No, probably not.
Uh,
I don't know. It depends. I don't know.
party people. Um, but yeah, so other than that, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please continue to support the show. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. I'm telling y'all, starting Sunday, you're gonna want to listen, gonna watch. Click the notification for as soon as I come live, you would know I'm live and you can be a part of it. So, um, other than that, I love each and every one of you. Until Sunday. Oh, I had something in my finger. Peace.